Welcome to Shadelight,
Welcome to Shadelight.
and today we are joined by a special guest here called
Jaden! Woo! What's up,
Sup,
JJ?
bros? Hi.
Yo.
Hi! What's up, what's up?
Sadly, Amon and Kenji can't make it today because they have other things to be.
Yeah.
Well,
Unlike us,
Life.
they are not sad losers. Actually, I think that just applies to me. Anyway, moving on. Today, what are we going to talk about, Reuben?
We're gonna be talking about the game called Star Wars Squadrons.
Boom! Oh yeah, we're talking about Squadrons. And for you nerds who don't know what Squadrons is, well, get a life. It's a game where you're in an X-Wing, a TIE fighter, and you gotta fly around and blow up your enemies. So, Reuben,
yeah.
as someone who's
Vivaan,
not... Yeah, sorry.
Yeah?
Yeah, you speak.
So Vivaan's gonna be taking the lead for today because Vivaan is a Star Wars nerd, and me and Jaden here, we're just normal people.
Yeah, unfortunately...
No, I disagree.
They do not.
I really love Star Wars.
Yeah, but your profile picture isn't Star Wars or custom made by a good friend of yours. So like, dab, you know? Imagine not having an Imperial captain's officer as your.
You can't bully me like that, man.
Also, I just want to say, guys, if you want to see more Star Wars content, you should go check out Vivaan's channel called TheImperialPilot.
I'm actually streaming tomorrow. Well, I don't know when this is gonna be uploaded.
Yeah,
but...
he's gonna be streaming Squadrons. Anyway, should we get started?
Yeah, let's get started, boys. So, all right. First of all, you guys know the basics. You know what an X-Wing and a TIE fighter is, right?
Of course we do. Of course we do. Everyone's seen a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what a TIE interceptor is?
It's an Imperial type. It's an Imperial fighter, isn't it?
You just added the word Imperial next to TIE interceptor.
But it is an Imperial fighter.
Yeah, it is an Imperial fighter. But how does it look?
So I'm not.
Wait, what's it called again?
An Imperial TIE interceptor.
Isn't it like with the things with the caved-in thing? That's like an octagon.
No, it's like 4 prongs on the side. It's actually kind of sick.
Oh.
I literally had Reuben draw it for me.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. I had you draw it for me. It's a part of my channel art, literally.
Damn.
Check it out. Yeah. So, so those are the 2 basic ones. Which one are you most hyped for flying? A TIE fighter on the Galactic Empire side, or X-Wing on the Rebel Alliance side?
Well, I mean, I'm probably not gonna get Squadrons.
Yeah, but like, say you were.
Like, to be honest, I like all of the, you know, I like all of the ships and stuff.
What about you, Jaden? Do you have a slightly stronger opinion? Like.
To be honest, if I was going to play one of those 2 ships, I'll pick a X-Wing.
X-Wing. I'd be Empire, bro. Empire for
yeah.
Just look at my profile picture. Low-key Empire, bro. I am Empire for life.
Wait, Vivaan, will the game controls and the same things be like Battlefront?
I'm so glad you brought up game controls. Actually, it's very interesting. So, you know, you'd have your normal keyboard and mouse, like clickety-clacky action.
Mm-hmm.
No, I play on console.
And you'd have your controller, right? Your like sticks going. Sorry, can you hear
joysticks.
That? I'm slapping my joysticks. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear that.
We got that. And actually, this time we've got 2 way cooler additions. So first of all, we got VR. Imagine flying your spaceship in VR. When you look around in the game. It's insane. Like, you can actually see into space as you play the game. It's stupidly, like, it's just epic. I don't.
That sounds really fun. Like, you could, it's like flight simulator, but on a whole nother level.
Exactly, a whole nother level, and like every space, you can literally fulfill your space boy fantasy.
Wait, Vivaan.
Yes.
Vivaan.
Yes.
Did he tell me the other day that you can use VR with Squadrons?
Yeah, you can. It's insane. You can use the Oculus. Ooh. And another thing you can use is HOTAS. HOTAS, if you're probably wondering, what is a HOTAS, Vivaan? Well, you see, a HOTAS is very similar to, you know, flight sims, right? We all know flight sims, right? Microsoft Flight Sim, I think, has gotten pretty big over the past couple of months. So, Flight Sim, they actually have a really cool support for this thing called HOTAS, which is like a real-life, like, joystick. Like, not a joystick like a controller. It's like this throttle, and there are a bunch of other buttons on it. And the Star Wars Squadrons actually has support for HOTAS, which means that you can actually fly your spaceship while using the actual buttons. And I'm pretty sure that they're gonna start manufacturing Star Wars Squadrons like dashboards, so you can actually like pull up the throttles or stuff in real life. and it'll actually do it in the game, like at the exact same time. It's insane, and you can just imagine the level of immersiveness that would, create. So, tell me, like in general in Star Wars, are you leaning towards the good guys or the bad guys?
Bad guys, man.
Same.
What's the bad guys?
Bro, the bad guys.
I
are
would
the
be in the
bad
middle.
You'd be in the middle. Or would just be like
the assassins and all those shits.
the bounty
The
hunters.
people that just, the people that just want earn money, and that's really it.
Yeah, kind of like a side adventurous. So, okay, Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker, if you had to choose to be one of those.
I mean, like, which Luke Skywalker are you talking about? Like the older one, or?
Okay. Talking about Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker. So the one who has like a green lightsaber and redeems his father at the end.
I'd say Darth Vader, because I'm pretty sure he's stronger.
He's way stronger,
At that time.
but he uses his hate and like he has pure destructive power, right?
The Force is strong with this one.
Yeah. What about you,
Yeah.
JJ?
I picked Darth Vader, man. Of course I picked Darth Vader.
So I'm 90% sure that most of Jaden's knowledge comes from prequel memes. I'm 90% sure about that. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But of course, it's 100% sure that you know the last 3 movies are the worst one, especially Rey Skywalker.
Yeah, Rey Skywalker. I mean, like, what the Like, Reuben, have you watched the new Star Wars movies?
Yep.
Thoughts on Rey Skywalker?
It's
Don't
a
say
real
good,
joke.
because I will unfriend you.
It's a joke.
I call plot. I'm just saying plot.
You say plot. What about the plot? Oh, you don't know the plot? Or you want to know the plot?
No. Remember what happened in the latest movie?
Yeah, how Rey Skywalker, finds the dagger of Exegol, then stands in this very specific location, which happens to align with the specific thing on the Death Star, and that's how she discovers that's the Emperor's secret vault, but it just happens to be at the exact same spot she happened to step on and align right with her eye. That is some bull. Is Reuben just silent? Is he just silent?
Well,
I think he's a fan of Rey, that's why.
Ooh. We got a simp. We got a simp. Oh wait, no, you're lucky. You're safe. You're safe. It's okay.
Hey, I can do you one better. Uno reverse card.
Ooh. Now Jaden's probably going for like Pokemon or something. I bet.
What?
Pokemon?
What I was gonna say is, remember the scene where Rey and Kylo,
fight or kiss?
Yeah.
Kiss?
Oh, the fight thing, I hate where
that was cringe.
Like able to teleport with the Force.
Okay, so have you guys watched The Force Awakens?
They stopped lightsabers, bro.
Yeah, that's so odd, right? How does
that work?
What? Like what? You mean they?
Like, I know the Force is like OP, but what the heck?
Wait, what happened?
When has that ever happened?
Wait, what happened?
Remember that scene where Kylo is fighting whatever those guys were, and then Rey just
guards.
put like a lightsaber behind her back, and
yeah, that was some bull. Like what the? Literally, no other canon recount has ever done that. Like, no one was like, I'm gonna just put like this thing in my back, and oh, now it's gone. Whoops, someone else grabbed it. Uh-oh. Like, that's just some weird ass. Also, here's another thing. Rey's healing. You see how many problems that creates? Like, shouldn't Luke Skywalker on the Death Star, like, his dad's probably like, there's not enough time left for me, son. And then Luke Skywalker's like, no, don't worry, Dad. Here, I'll force heal you. Force heal. Boom. See?
Damn.
It's just so stupid.
Yeah, but the Force was strong with Rey, technically, since she's a Palpatine.
The Force was strong with Luke Skywalker, technically, since he's a Skywalker. Don't argue something so dead, Jaden. Just don't, okay? Look, you're trying to argue about, like, it's like if I shot a man in front of CCTV cameras. I don't intend on doing that. I totally do intend on doing that. I don't intend on doing that. But if I shot a man in front of CCTV cameras and said, nope, I didn't kill him, after watching the recording of me killing him.
It was like saying, there's cocaine found in your bag and said that the wind
Nah, dude, the cocaine fairy visited me in the night, Just dropped off some.
Okay,
here's another.
Let's continue talking about Squadrons.
Right, Squadrons. Do you boys have any questions about it?
Well, not really. Like, you're the big Star Wars fan.
Alright, let me just
here.
give you a hint of the story, okay?
Yeah.
Alright. So the Galactic Empire has fallen at this time, after the Battle of Endor, where Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader were blown up. So let me just explain to you what happens, okay? The Galactic Empire, once very strong, starts to shatter. They're fractured, Some people have this belief, other people have this belief. All high-ranking Imperials are out to get power for themselves, right? We know that, right? And we know that.
Yes.
We know that. Okay, look. So at this point, that's what's happening. Okay, so like it's fractured. Like they're like factions of the Empire. Some people, some Imperial officers are just quartering off their very own territories and just vibing in their own territories. Some Imperial officers are uniting with other Imperial officers and creating.
And isn't that when the Mandalorian is set?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. So it's a time of like chaos and sort of. But like, okay, here's the thing. Mandalorian set 5 years after the Battle of Endor. This is set right after the Battle of Endor. So this is before the Battle of Jakku. So the Battle of Jakku is the last true battle of the Galactic Empire before it truly
between the Rebel Alliance and the
Galactic Empire,
and Galactic Empire.
What remained of it, and it was led by this dude called Gallius Rax. I doubt we'll see any mention of him, but we do see Admiral Ray Salone of the Imperial Navy, and she's actually a rather interesting character because she was the figurehead of the fractured Galactic Empire, right? She was leading them, but in truth, Gallius Rax, who was basically this 11-year-old boy Palpatine found on Jakku a long time ago, like 20 years before the Battle of Endor. So he was tasked with destroying the rest of the Empire because Emperor Palpatine, and all his big brainness, actually had a stupidly complicated plan to destroy his empire. And even Gallius Rax says, if you read the book Aftermath, he tells it from his point of view. He says, Emperor Palpatine was pretty jealous, not jealous, a pretty selfish person. If he couldn't rule his empire, no one could. So he created literally thousands of contingency plans, which means that even after his death, what would happen to the empire? But here's the thing, right? Gallius Rax kind of changed it. So he was like, okay, I'm going to destroy most of the fleet, okay? That's like, 25,000 Star Destroyers. And I'm going to leave this small fraction of maybe 100 Star Destroyers, and I'm gonna let them escape, okay? Okay, Star Destroyers, by the way. Each Star Destroyer has 20,000 people. 25,000 Star Destroyers, not including slightly smaller, like light cruisers, 25,000 Imperial Star Destroyers. Do you hear that?
Isn't that like the last movie of Star Wars where they got all the Star Destroyers?
That's insane. That's actually insane. That's only 1,000 Star Destroyers. Oh, that's another part of the prequels that no one understands. So okay, look, Palpatine dies, okay, and then for the next 20 years, he somehow we don't know how, he somehow gets recloned, okay, by the Sith Eternal, which are his servants, okay, then somehow gets literally like more than 1 billion people, no, not more than 1 billion, a couple million people to start fighting for him, okay, alright, while he's being cloned and while 1,000 Star Destroyers are being built with no one noticing. Like, bro, what the You're building an entire army with no one noticing and millions of, people on those ships? Like, how the what is that? What kind of dumb
But the way they concealed the building of the Star Destroyers is that the planet that they were building all Star Destroyers on was told
yeah,
to
but
be
where do you think they got the
inhabitable.
materials? Do you think Emperor Palpatine's like, oh, look at all these Star Destroyer materials we have. We better build 1,000 Star Destroyers.
Maybe he used the Force to take out,
Yeah, I'm sure that a weak-ass Emperor Palpatine, while recloned, was like, okay, let me just build 1,000 Star Destroyers, put them under ice, make sure they have people in it, and then, 20 years later, when my grandson Kylo Ren, 20 years later, when my grandson Kylo Ren, Amon, get out of here. So, okay, so at his worst point, he was like, okay, I'm gonna have 1,000 Star Destroyers built. I'm gonna have millions of people in them. I'm gonna put them underground, right? And then, 30 years later, when my grandson Kylo Ren finds me, I'm gonna be like, use the Force, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna rise them. Okay, he's gonna have 20,000 people at each Star Destroyer. Stay there for the next 30 years. Then, 30 years later, one boy is gonna stroll out. He's gonna be like, yo, grandfather, what up? Wait, no, not grandfather. Yo, friend, what up? Sorry, not grandson. Just his dark side boy.
Your stepsis.
Yeah, stepsis. And then he's literally gonna rise using the Force with his weakened body. He's gonna rise 1,000 Star Destroyers just using the Force with like people in them. Like that's insane. Do you not get the scale of this? It's so stupid. It's so
Didn't
stupid.
he use it to rise using Rey's Palpatine's power?
No, he used Palpatine's power. He used his own power to rise 1,000 Star Destroyers. How the does that work? You tell me, Jaden. How the do you build 1,000 Star Destroyers, hide them in ice, wait 30 years for some boy to stroll across you, then go, I'll give you all of this, and then like with one wave of your hand, literally throw up 1,000 planet-killing Star Destroyers? Answer that. Answer the that.
But you know what upsets me the most?
What?
How could she find in the middle of the desert, nowhere, a yellow lightsaber?
Ugh. No, it's not. Okay. Alright, look. Okay. So, okay, picture Disney, right? Just picture the company Disney. Okay? Okay? Can you do that? Just picture it in your head. Then picture a
no
big fat middle
imagination.
finger, okay? And now picture lightsabers and picture Disney holding a big fat middle fingers to lightsabers, because that's what they did. Try it out.
Anyway, guys,
Yeah.
that's all for this video.
See ya. Bye.
See ya.
Maybe a next special
See you
guest,
next
please.
video.
And check my channel in the link below. Bye.